All right, for section 7.1, preparing to make a budget, the final chapter, the first section of the final chapter, so this is exciting. There are terms from page 303 in your textbook. For income, they have regular and variable. They have really good explanations of what those mean. I mean, you can kind of guess. Regular income would be income per month that you regularly get that you can count on. Variable income would be something like unexpected income that you get. So unexpected income that you would get from, say, like mowing somebody's lawn or doing something extra. Same thing with expenses. You have reoccurring or recurring, which happens all the time. Recurring expenses, like say like your rent and stuff like that. Variable expenses, things like food, which you have to pay all the time, but change. You have to pay all the time, but they change. And then unexpected expenses, like if you wanted to buy yourself an iPod or a new iPad or something like that, that would be an unexpected income or unexpected expense. Example 1 on page 304 is an excellent example to read through. It has a whole bunch of stuff that's outlined there that he has like income and expenses kind of mixed together, and you have to organize them. So it's a really good example to read through. I mean, I could go through it on here, but it's basically just taking the information, putting it in income and expenses, and organizing it. And that's pretty much what you have to do for this chapter too, and for the rest of this chapter. Okay, so there's 304. And I'm going to work through an example here with you, just kind of a basic one. Kind of covers most of what's happening in this chapter. Okay, Mr. Howell can save 29% of his income as a McDonald's man to go on a trip to the tropical city of Merritt. If you've ever been to Merritt, it is a beautiful tropical city, right? The trip will cost $3,300, that includes his food, and will take place in 8 months. First question, what net monthly income does Mr. Howell need? Okay, well let's see here. Bring up my calculator. I know that I need to save up $3,300, and it'll take place in 8 months. So first of all, I take $3,300 divided by 8 months. So I need to save $412 per month. $412 per month. So $412.50 per month. But wait a second, I can only save 29% of my income. So this amount that I'm saving per month must be 29% of my income, right? I don't know what my income is though, and that's what we're trying to actually find out. What net monthly income do I need? So what do I have to do is I have to say, well, this would be equal to my income, which we'll call X, I don't know. And we will times that by my 0.29, which is 29%. If you set it up like this, it's kind of clear to see what you have to do to solve for X. Well, I have to divide by the 0.29 on both sides. Divide by the 0.29. So I have my $412. I divide by 0.29. I have to make 14.22 and 41 cents. So my income X is equal to 14.22 and 21 cents. 41 cents. So that's how much I need to make per month in order to save $412.50 per month to save up $3,300 for the whole trip. Next thing it says, Mr. Howell earns $8.75, I know I'm underpaid, in his job, but that's as a McDonald's man. How many hours will he need to work per week in order to afford the trip? So there's cues in the questions. They're not all exactly the same, but they're all similar. There's cues that you have to kind of look for. Now, I know that 14.22 is my monthly income. 14.22 is my monthly income. So I need to divide that by 4 to get my weekly income. Divided by 4. So my weekly income is $355. $355.60. Now, I make $8.75 per hour. Oh, I should have said that. $8.75 per hour in my job. And I'm making $355 per week. So how many hours per week? I just divide them. I take my $355 per week, divided by my 8. How many times does $8.75 go into that? Well, it goes into it 40.64. So I took 355 and 60. I divided it by my 875. and I'm left with 40.64, and that's how many hours per week. Seems like a lot of hours, but I mean, if you're working Monday through Friday, that's 5 days. If you work roughly 8 hours a day, then 8 hours times 5 days, 40 hours. So you'd be working about 40 hours a week. So that would be like your full-time job, right? If you're only making $8.75, which is pretty low. But like I said, I'm underpaid, so that's the way it works. All right, so that's the number of hours that you'd have to work. I think that pretty much covers most of the chapter. Just make sure, again, read through example 1 on page 304. Make sure you know the terms, the regular variable, recurring variable, and unexpected. And there's the example that I've worked through there that kind of summarizes most of the types of questions.